What if the heroic grandfather who raised you, the celebrated retired Seattle police chief who famously gunned down a monstrous serial killer 30 years ago, was actually the monster himself? In The Butcher, a chilling, brutally visceral psychological thriller by award-winning author Jennifer Hillier, 32-year-old Matt Schenk is an accomplished chef on the cusp of true culinary television stardom when his aging grandfather, Edward the Chief Schenk, decides to move into a retirement home and hand over the family's large Victorian estate. Thrilled to renovate his childhood home, Matt's dream life is instantly blown to pieces when his backyard contractor unearths a padlocked buried crate containing horrific preserved human trophies, the severed left hands of young women, and a videotape that unmasks his grandfather not as a hero, but as the actual Beacon Hill Butcher, a psychopath who pinned his own gruesome crimes on a dead scapegoat. Terrified that exposing the truth will destroy his restaurant empire and ruin his future, Matt makes the desperate, morally compromising choice to cover up the discovery, unaware that his true crime writer girlfriend, Samantha Marquez, is actively writing a book about the butcher and is utterly obsessed with proving that her own mother was one of the madman's victims. The psychological tension ratchets up to a suffocating pitch because Samantha's mother was murdered 2 years after the supposed serial killer was killed by the chief, a glaring timeline anomaly that the police ignored, but one that Sam is determined to unravel, even as she unknowingly sleeps in the very house where the violence occurred. As Matt spirals down a dark path of paranoia and accidental violence trying to protect his family's legacy, his grandfather proves that old age hasn't dulled his manipulative, predatory instincts, and new victims begin turning up dead in Seattle, murdered in the exact gruesome style of the original Butcher. Hillier balances a fast-paced, addictive, and intensely atmospheric narrative with razor-sharp black humor, plunging audiobook listeners into a deeply disturbing labyrinth of generational trauma, corrupt police facades, and high-stakes survival, where the truth isn't just closer to home, it's waiting in the basement.